Good day, viewers. You are welcome back to Tindanious Maths and Science Tutorials. If you are new here, kindly visit my previous lecture videos on permutations. Okay, we talked about the algebra of permutations, right? Factorial equations, factorial divisions, and in general factorial concepts. But today we are going to apply, or we are going to learn how to apply the permutations we've been solving so far in real life setting. In other words, we want to dive into areas where there are problems where we can use permutations to actually solve. Do you understand it that way? So word problems on permutations. We make use of these permutations almost every day, but without knowing that is permutations or combinations. For now, I want to tackle permutations. We'll do combinations in the future, right? Good. So we said, for recap purposes, we said by definition, n permutation R is given by what? N factorial all over the difference. Okay, you subtract R from n, so you have n minus R, then what? Then all factorial. And this equation, or this, is valid or true when n greater than or equal to R, greater than or equal to what? 0, for this what? To be valid. So in other words, what we are trying to say is this: there are situations where the value of this n, okay, would be equal to what? Would be equal to R. So n can be equal to what? R. And there are situations where this n, okay, would be what? Would be greater than what? Than the R. So it's either what? Greater than or what? Or equal to. Do you get it that way? Yes. That explains why we have what? Greater than or what? Or equal to. Let us appreciate mathematics. Let us appreciate the concept. You don't have to memorize this. Now, we also have n permutation R. Okay. So this R can assume values from 0 and beyond. So this R should be greater than what? Should either be equal to 0. So the R can be equal to 0, or this R can what? Can be what? Greater than what? Can be greater than 0. So it's either what? Greater than or equal to what? 0. So we have what? Greater than or equal to 0. So we have what? This inequality. As simple as that, right? Good. So now, so this is n permutation R, okay, taken at a time R. So I'll explain what R means and what the n means. All right, good. So now I want you to understand this, viewers. Whenever they give you problems on permutations, take your time. Do not rush. Breathe in and out. All right, good. Now there are certain things you should look out for in the questions. Okay, so now, because it's word problem, all right, so you'll be given the problem in statement form, so you need to do some little bit of brainstorming. Okay, so now the tricks, I'm here to just expose certain tricks to you whenever you encounter them. Now, for the questions we'll be solving for, there can be a situation whereby you have items. Okay, items in the question. You have items or objects that are repeating. They are also there. And you have another questions where you have items but they are not repeating. So a lot of students do not focus on this repetition and non-repetition factor, which can what? So these factors can make you deviate the whole problem, right? Good. So as a result of that, we have what? Permutations with repetitions, and we have permutations without what? Without repetition. So we have One, we have what? So we have permutations with what? With repetitions, and we have what? Permutations without repetitions. That's what you should know. So in other words, this is simply permutations with restrictions. So at times the questions will restrict you. Please obey or listen to the voice of the question so that you may not go astray. So permutations with repetitions simply means we have what? We have permutations with what? With there's what? There is a restriction. So with restrictions, and the permutations without the repetitions have, it's called what? That's permutations without what? Restrictions. So viewers, so in the questions you will be encountering, so the question will specify, okay, this permutation is restricted, or this permutation is not what? It's not restricted, or they will say this permutation has what? It comes with what? Repetition. And like on the other hand, we have permutations without what? Repetitions. So these questions, okay, will spell out all these for you to know what you are supposed to do, right? Now the question you should be wondering is, okay, so if you have permutations with repetitions, what am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Also, when you have permutations without repetition, what are we supposed to do? That is the question of the day. So viewers, so permutations with repetition, so permutation with repetition, this way, repetition, this is what we are going to do. So we have n raised to the power r. I know this is new, right? But let's see something. We also have what? Permutations. So permutation without restrictions, or permutations without what? Repetition. That one is the normal formula we already know, which is what? What is n permutation r. We already know this, right? So it's just a matter of what? Of the r, okay, becoming the exponent when giving what? Permutation with what? With repetition. So for whenever you have permutation with repetition, what it means is this. It means this formula we already know, okay, we've been using all this while, okay, will be transformed to what? To this. So viewers, please take note of this. So permutations without repetition, we will go by this formula. And permutations with restrictions or with repetition, we will go by this formula, which is what? N to the power r, where n denotes the total number of items or objects in contention, or into what? Into consideration. And this r will tell us that, okay, if we are arranging certain number of items, let n denote the total number of items, okay? But the question will tell you we are interested, or we are taking at a time a certain number of r. So I'll give you a problem where I'll give you a problem where you can be able to identify the r and the n. All right, good. So viewers, so that is that. And we know that for digits, okay, most digits, what they do is what? They repeat. Is that not so? So you have something like 2, 4, 4, 2, 6 in that. That's permutation with repetition. And we know that digits, for instance, okay, they normally repeat, okay. So we normally apply this relation or this formula to, digits, okay, solving problems under digits. because they are often what? They are mostly repeated, okay? So viewers, these are just some few technicalities, some few answers, some few hints I want to pinpoint out to you before I tackle the problem. Viewers, I'll end here. When I meet you next time, we are going to solve problems to throw more light on what I have said. Viewers, please watch my videos chronologically. If you are new here, visit my previous lecture video so that you'll be able to appreciate where these concepts are coming from. So N permutation R. What type of permutation are we supposed to employ this? Do you get it that way? Everything is well explained. I'll see you next time. Bye.